Hey everyone, this is going to be a video response to IsabelGridley's video on remembering 9/11. Her question was, where were we at the time of at the time that happened, and what do we remember? Our reaction was. So at that time, I was going to the International Academy of Design Technology for school, and that day I went to class, and I think I was running late to class, probably because the train was delayed, or they were running slower than usual due to I guess they were fixing the rails or the tracks or something. But I remember that I was running to class, and then in order for me to get to class from the elevator, I have to pass through the student lounge area, and I remember that there was maybe a couple people there, and I saw that they were looking towards the TVs, and then so I mean, whenever you see somebody looking at something, you usually look at it. So I looked over to the TV while I was walking to my class, and I saw one of the towers burning, and I guess they were doing the replay of when it first happened, or maybe it was a second. I'm not really sure because I didn't pay attention. All I know is that I remember looking at the TV, and I thought it was a movie because it's sad to say, but I really didn't know about the Twin Towers at the time. So when I saw it, I mean, it looked so real that I thought it was fake, like I thought it was a movie. So I paid no attention to it, and I just went to class. And I remember that it was my sound editing class, and so everybody was sitting down, and nobody knew anything. The teacher came in a little bit late, but he didn't know anything. And then this one student came in, and he was probably 10 minutes late, and when he came in, he's like, "Oh my God, did you hear the Twin Towers, that they were hit?" And then I'm like, "What?" And then the guy's like, he was just telling everybody, because everybody was like just shocked or whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, no, a plane went into the tower, and it's burning or something, I don't know." And then I guess they opened, or they turned on one of the computers, and I guess they went to like look for the news, or what was happening. And then somebody heard that that the tower fell down, and so I didn't know what was going on, but I mean, it was very overwhelming because everybody who knew of the Twin Towers was like very nervous and anxious about what was happening. And so I know I was talking to my friend, like, "Well, I don't know what's going on." And then she's like, "Oh, there's just some towers in New York, that they're like the Sears Tower from Chicago, and blah 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 blah." So I was like, "Oh my God," So I mean, I didn't have anybody related over there, so I not that I was relieved, but I was, because I didn't know anybody who worked over there. But I mean, being in this situation, you can't be anything but sad and worried, and so they canceled classes. They told the teachers to dismiss the classes, and because they were evacuating the school, I guess because they had heard threats, or they wanted to avoid any type of catastrophe in Chicago, because I think they said that they were doing threats that there was going to be a plane that was on its way to Chicago or something like that. So they evacuated the building, because we were in downtown Chicago, like I said, or maybe I didn't say that, but the school that I was in downtown Chicago. So they evacuated the building, and everybody outside was calling family and calling home, and I wasn't sure what to do, but I mean, I started walking to the train station, and those trains were packed. I mean, usually the Chicago trains are, they're already packed, but this was packed like sardines. Seriously, everybody and their mother was on the train. And I know everybody was just trying to get out of downtown and back home with family to see what was going on. But I don't know, it was a lot of people, and I was trying to get home and calling home, and I mean, I didn't know what was going on, and I know that my mom was probably freaking and she wanted me home as well. So I finally made it home, and you spend the whole day, or we spent the whole day just watching TV and about what had happened. And it's just one of those situations where if you're not directly involved, you can't really say, oh, I imagine how you must feel. You know what I'm saying? I think it's your heart goes out to all those who lost somebody, and we're always gonna remember. But I don't know. It's a sad situation. I mean, after 7 years, it's like, wow, that actually happened. I mean, it's like you don't feel safe sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it was like, ooh, we can't do anything because it's a terrorist threat that, they're gonna bomb the malls, they're gonna bomb churches, they're gonna bomb, buildings, the Sears Tower, the trains, everything, So, I mean, it's really sad. Or, at least we've come a long way where we don't have to be so cautious about going places, and we can live our lives. But I mean, it tells us, or shows us, that we should live life to the fullest, and always tell our loved ones that we love them, and never wait till the last minute to do anything. So that's my video response. Yeah, I gotta go to bed, so I'll talk to you all later. Bye.